So the diagram shows a parallelogram ABCD. Okay. Now it tells us that when you go from A to B, so this direction here, you travel 2 across the x-axis and 7 up the y-axis. So remember, this is x and this is y. Where if you go from A all the way to C, so you can literally just imagine it like this, you're going to travel a direction of 10 across and 11 up. Okay, easy. So point B has coordinates 5, 8. So let's put that here for a second. So this is 5, 8. Work out the coordinates of C. Well, let's just look at it again, yeah? So let's look at A to B. If it's 5 to 8 and you're traveling from A to B, so if you went backwards, you would have gone back 2 spaces and back 7 spaces. So back 2 spaces from the x-axis would be 3, and back 7 spaces from A to B, 1. Now if you're going from A to C, you're going to travel 10 across the x, so 3 plus 10 is 13, and 11 from y, so 1 plus 11 is 12. And that's it, 13, 12. So the point E has coordinates 63, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so point E so far, guys, is not on this diagram, yeah? Now, use a vector method to prove that the line ABE is a straight line. So, in other words, it's telling us that if we extend this line AB all the way to some future point, I don't know, E here, yeah, which was what? 63, 2, 1, 1. Let's write that down. 2, 1, 1. We need to show that we can make a straight line. Now guys, the only way to find a straight line is to basically show that these two lines have the same direction. Does that make sense? A straight line means you move in the same direction. So in general, the only way to prove that this is actually a straight line is that the length, for example, from A to B must be proportional to the length from A to E. That is, for every 2 steps you go across X and 7 steps up, it must be the same from A to E. 2 steps across, 7 up, as many times it takes till you get here. So so to write down formally, you could say, all right, we must show that A to E must be proportional to A to B. So that is, to work out A to E is basically going from this to that. And you can just work out the difference between the coordinates. So we can travel at least the x coordinate. You can do 63 take away 3. That gives us a vector of 60 on the x. For the y, just subtract the y coordinate. So 211 take away 1 is 210. Okay. We want to show that this is directly proportional to 2 across and 7 across. 7 up. And well, to make your life easy, let's have a look. You can see that if you just divide these two, 7 over 2, this is at 3.5 times your y-axis compared to x. Whereas 210 divided by 60 is also, well, 3.5. And that's it. This is clear.